Hey, today we are going to build a project where we will build a smart spam AI. Not exactly spam AI, but a mail filtering AI. And not only that, we'll create a Chrome extension to showcase how exactly it works in real time to detect actual emails in our Gmail or anywhere else. So we are breaking this into series of videos. First, we will gather the data. Second, we'll train the model. And third, we'll build the Chrome extension in which we'll use the model we trained earlier.
Damn.
And we'll deploy it. Okay, so we'll start by moving into our screens and we need to gather some data sets. So first thing which comes into my mind for dataset is Kaggle, of course, and the other one is Google dataset. We look for dataset under name spam detection or filtering, something like that. And I didn't find really good dataset. The dataset were only having categories of spam or either not spam. I also used Copilot and Google dataset for same, and Google Copilot in few of the GitHub projects which had some dataset related, and those were actually the ones which Kaggle showed me. Dataset in Google was very raw and it will probably take a lot of time to process it, so I decided to make my own dataset. Then I moved into File Manager to create a folder which really took me forever to make, and after doing that I opened it and opened the VS Code project in it. We'd start by installing a virtual environment and then installing the dependencies. Why is this here again? Why? I'm not going to upgrade pip. So after forceful pip upgrade, we'll start by writing some code. And of course for that we'll use, I'm not copy pasting the code, right? We're just using it and manipulating it depending on our use case.
बे साले तभी मेरा माफ करना गुस्से में इधर उधर निकल जाता हूँ.
As we have written the code, written the code. Currently what I had in my mind is using a Chrome and scrapping the Gmail from web browser directly. For example, we open the Gmail and there we have all the Gmails listed in the inbox. So one by one the scrapper will go, click on them, read and extract the subject and body of it, save it in the Excel file. ChatGPT is asking me to download a WebDriver so that it can internally control the Chrome and do the same thing which I explained now. But it's very hectic to do it this way. So I asked ChatGPT again to change the procedure. Yeah, so the new procedure is ready, and now what we are going to do is, instead of doing it externally, scraping the data externally, we are going to use Gmail. Yeah, of course we are going to use Gmail, but we'll use Gmail servers directly, and from there itself we'll fetch the data of each email in our inbox one by one, and we'll extract the subject, body, and then we'll process it. We are doing this by telling Gmail that, hey, I have an app and I need to access my Gmail inbox directly from this app instead of your client, which is Gmail client in the web browser or Outlook or any other client. Instead of doing that, we are using Python script to access that, and for that we have to configure Gmail from the settings, and it's pretty easy to do that. Register an app and we'll start scrapping the Gmails. Whoa, it works. Now that we have Scrapper running and working, we'll use this data to process it from LLM. I will use Google Gemini API for this. You can get the API key very easily from Google Studio AI, and then we'll pass the subject body to the Gemini and write a prompt in which we'll ask it to categorize this Gmail to one of few categories which we are specifying here. For now I am letting it to be health, adult, promotion, etc., social media, and we'll also ask it to categorize whether this mail is useful or not. I don't know how it sees that, but yeah. So after a lot of ups and downs and copy pasting, of course, from ChatGPT and Copilot, we have finally got LLM working as well, and now it's able to categorize it into this thing and mark it as useful or not. Now all we have to do is process all this data and save it to an Excel file so that we can use it later. For the output, I have asked Gemini Gemini to output the data in JSON format so that it's easier for us to extract information from it. And now the data is getting saved in the Excel file also. Yeah, so it's pretty much done, I guess. Now that we have the scrapper running, the LLM processing running, and the saving part running, it's all working, I guess. So I guess I need to leave it for like some time at least. Okay, so I'll leave it running for now, and it'll come back later after some time, and let's see how much data is being scrapped.
2 hours later.
Yeah, it gave a lot of errors. So again, after using ChatGPT for fixing these errors, we'll rerun this and see if it works or not. Finally, after rechecking complete code and doing everything, probably it works now. So I'll leave it on for like few hours. Let's see how much data is being scrapped.
2 hours later.
Now we have got around 3000 rows of data, and I think we can use this data for our next part, which is building the model. I mean, training the model. Yeah, it's same thing, I know. Sorry.